Hello, long time no see.
A few days ago, the pre-alpha servers
Reopened. While they were originally shut down because of a security issue, the developers also took the opportunity to make even more improvements and updates. In this video, I'll be going over everything that's new in the game, all the changes and a few other things that I found interesting. So, it's time for an update. First of all, I want to clarify that everything I'm about to show you comes from the official change log, but I'll be showing it to you directly in-game. Let's start with the important changes. Previously, Shed's skill set was made up of abilities borrowed from other charmers, but now he finally has his own unique kit. His main attack is a melee attack, and although it looks directional, it actually hits in a circle around him, so it doesn't matter which direction you are aiming. His first ability heals for 800 HP. His second ability is a small dash slash jump. It is actually a short jump that it's really more a dash than anything else. Finally, his third ability makes him completely invisible to enemies. This invisibility briefly breaks whenever you attack or use any ability, but you'll become invisible again immediately afterward. One small tip: if you use an emote while invisible, enemies will know exactly where you are, so it's probably not the best to do that. This was something a lot of people wanted because in the previous version there was a really cheesy strategy where you could get one kill and then spend the rest of the match running around the map. That's no longer possible thanks to the void. This is the void, and it gradually expands over time, shrinking the safe zone until it reaches the top of the map. This prevents players from endlessly running away and forces everyone into a fight. On top of that, the winner is no longer determined by whoever gets the most eliminations before the time runs out. Instead, the first player to reach 3 eliminations wins the match. This one is pretty straightforward. The mode now supports a maximum of 3 players per team instead of 5. Apparently, this mode wasn't very well received, so it has been temporarily removed while the developers redesign it. You can now open the charmer selection screen, choose any charmer you want, even if you haven't unlocked them yet, and practice in the training grounds. I honestly wasn't expecting this feature, but it's really cool. There is even a small parkour section, and some TVs that let you explore the entire area. In the previous version, you couldn't actually see where your main attack will go or how far they will reach. Now you can. This feature was apparently finished, but Alex had to remove it in the last minute because of a bug. A pretty nice addition, and I'm sure it is going to catch more than a few players by surprise. Apparently, when people launched the game for the very first time, they could somehow access a game mode that didn't exist, and even play a PvP match with more than 2 players. Pretty strange, honestly. Now, whenever you lose a PvP round, you'll start the next one with all your abilities fully charged. I'm not completely sure, but I think this refers to the fact that Tommy could actually previously use the slash attacks while being in the air. That seems to be what they fixed. And here's something pretty interesting. Every movement-based ability is now affected by momentum, meaning your current speed. Dashes travel farther, movement attacks become faster, and now slash attacks also deal more damage. That covers all the big changes. Now let's move on to the juicy balance changes. Starting with Paloma, unfortunately these are all nerfs. Her main attack now uses the new charge system. Just so you know, this happened to every charmer, so I won't keep repeating it. Her main attack now takes 2 seconds to recharge, deals 600 damage, and has 1 second recovery time between attacks, meaning you can no longer spam it. On top of that, its hitbox is slightly smaller. She also no longer has 2 flight charges and is now limited to just 1, meaning you have to recharge it after every use. Her second ability now has a 17-second cooldown, and finally her third ability now has a 20-second cooldown. Next up is Splash, whose base movement speed has increased to 4. Once again, this change applies to every charmer. His basic attack now has 1 second cooldown, deals 450 damage, and travels more slowly with a speed of 17. His dash now deals 750 damage, although its area has been reduced to 3.2. Finally, the big bullet explosion is smaller, but the projectile itself is faster and now deals 900 damage. Moving on to Dummy, who actually received the fewest changes. His main attack cooldown has increased to 0.7 seconds, but its size has been increased by 30%. His second ability now has much less knockback, dropping from 7 to 3, and his cooldown reduction has also been lowered to 0.005. Basically, you will need to deal more damage than before in order to recharge that ability. Finally, his parry cooldown has increased to 8 seconds. That's a huge change, because parry was what allowed Dummy to stand up to ranged charmers. Finally, we had Dawn, who was already good but seems even stronger now. Her basic attack now has a 1.35 second cooldown, but its projectile speed has increased to 12, and its damage has been boosted to 600. Her fire pull now deals 120 damage, but it only applies damage every 30 frames. In other words, it deals more damage overall but ticks more slowly. It also no longer hits stun, although it now slows enemies instead. His first ability has been completely replaced, and is now a self-healing ability. Okay, and finally, Alex is saying they are still experimenting, that anything which doesn't feel good obviously won't remain in the game, and he thanks everyone for their patience. Now, I don't think it's a surprise to anyone that Sparrow looks better than ever. The weird looking maps are gone, and now everything is decorated. The ground, the trees, the bus stops, the TV... Well, the TVs just still look the same, but hey, now we have the Spark Band. It doesn't actually do anything, but it looks awesome and works as part of the terrain. Another cool addition is that trees can now be destroyed, and damaging them also helps recharge abilities that require you to deal damage. One small issue is that auto aim seems to prioritize trees, so I would definitely recommend manually aiming your main attacks whenever possible. Oh, and I forgot to mention earlier, the Void looks amazing. Seriously, it's hypnotic. Anyway, it's obvious how much work went into this update. Now we'll just have to see how these changes turn out. Well, the balance changes, because the visual improvements are absolutely incredible. So now it's up to us as community to test everything out. There's not much else to add. Make sure to follow my secondary channel where I'll be uploading gameplay videos. Join the community Discord server, don't forget to lock your front door, and never ever ask what happened to Sparrow on June 30th. Alright, that's it for me. I hope to see you another time. Goodbye.